Welcome to the MMA and Sports Extreme Show. I'm JJ. You've stepped inside our cage. We had a great event. We went out and covered Global Proving Grounds infusion into the Midwest Ultimate Cage Fights out there in Branson, Missouri. Fantastic time. 11 pro bouts on the undercard, 3 global bouts, and the action was unbelievable. You walk into the Hilton Convention Center, right into the main ballroom there, and it felt like any world-class promotion anywhere you would go. You had the cage lit up, fans everywhere. The operation was fantastic. Your commentators, Dan Severin, Ben Perry, it seemed to me like, old school UFC. And the fights just kept rolling out there. The local card, local pros with the MUCF and Tommy Tran had some great matchmaking. One of the fights I wanted to talk about was Kevin Kroom and Nate Murdoch. It was a full bout. Every round, punches, kicks, stand-up, ground game. It was as good a fight as you could see anywhere in the world. And what happened was Kevin Kroom defeated Nate Murdoch via unanimous decision, and he deserved it. And with that became the fight of the night. And what we've done with Global Proving Ground is the fight of the night of the local pro card. That fighter earns a 2-year contract with Global Proving Ground to fight overseas, to fight South America, Africa, Europe, or one of the other great locations in North America where Global Proving Ground is infusing itself onto local and regional promotions. So congratulations to Kevin Kroom, who has won a 2-year contract with Global Proving Ground, and the MMA and Sports Extreme Show is going to be following his career as he grows with Global Proving Ground. The other big fight that happened right there with the undercard with the local pros was Rob Kibbins from the UFC, used to be with the UFC, great fighter, defeated Dan McGlasson on 325 of the round 1 with a knockout. So we had some chokeouts, we had some unanimous decisions, and we had a great knockout on the local pro card. So Rob Kibbins is another fighter you may see coming into Global Proving Ground. He's a very established pro. And we have talked to Global Proving Ground, who says they've reached out to the management, and there may be some news in upcoming shows about Rob Kibbins. When the local pro card was over, that's when the infusion of Global Proving Ground started to happen. What happened was Global Proving Ground brought in different key people. The same announcers were there from earlier with Dan Severin and Ben Perry. But then there was Mike Markham, a world-class ring announcer, came in, and the fight started to change a little bit too. You started to see a difference in what was happening in the protocol within the cage. Immediately in the first fight with Brian Imes, heavyweights, and Ryan Antle, they entered the cage, and they immediately bowed to each other. They bowed to the referee, Grandmaster Tom Sconzo, who's also a legendary martial artist. And then the fight happened, and it was a great fight. If you're a Brian Imes fan, Brian Imes dominated the whole first round and ended the fight with a rear naked choke, but only after there was a barrage of maybe, I don't know, 200 knees to Ryan Antle's midsection. And one of the things that happened is Brian Imes came up to me later on and said to me, "Man, Ryan Antle's tough," because I hit him square on the jaw a few times with knees, and that guy just wouldn't go down. So it was nice at the end of the fight when the fighters came to the middle of the cage to get there to be announced who won. Again, they bowed to each other, and they bowed to the referee, showing the fans of MMA that attended the event that Global Proving Ground is another whole level of respect. Global Proving Grounds wants to make sure that the fighters show respect to each other, to the referee, and then the fans can see that respect. So, again, in the first ever Global Proving Ground fight, Brian Imes defeated Ryan Antle 3-0-2, round 1, with a rear naked choke. And I think at that point, Ryan Antle realized that he needs to hit the gym a little bit more. Great fighter. I think he'll come back with a vengeance. And from what I hear, Global Proving Ground does not discard fighters after they lose. They help them get more training. They support them. They honor them, and then they will bring those fighters back as well. In the second fight, we had Andrew Sanchez versus Tom Jones. Andrew Sanchez is an up-and-coming fighter, and Global Proving Ground brought him in, recognizing he's a young up-and-coming fighter, and then Global Proving Ground brought in Tom Jones, who's a very good pro out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And what happened was in the 257 of the first round, TKO stoppage, what happened, what I noticed was Sanchez got in a full mount, rear mount, and was really pummeling Tom Jones. And I think that Tom didn't hear the official asking him or telling him to defend himself, which he wasn't. I don't think he heard him. And then Thomas Sconzo stepped in and stopped the fight. There was a little bit of a protest, but in the end, both fighters were respectful. Andrew Sanchez goes to 3-0, and even at the post-fight press conference, the two fighters talked to each other. They'd love to do a rematch, and there was a lot of respect. In the third fight, which I felt was the best fight of the night for Global Proving Grounds card on the Global card, up-and-coming new fighter Kevin Morris had a bout against Sean Huffman. Sean Huffman's kind of a journeyman pro. He's been around a little while, and is making both of them making their debut on the Global Proving Ground card. And what we saw was a rock'em sock'em robot kind of a thing the whole night with these guys. They went 3 rounds. Obviously, Kevin Morris was in better shape, had better technique and better skills. But what he didn't count on was the older guy, Sean Huffman, took everything that he gave. I mean, he was bloody, he was beaten, but he just kept coming. And it got to the point where Kevin Morris got exhausted from hitting Sean Huffman. And he was so tired after the fight, he actually sat down on the Global Proving Ground logo and just looked relieved that it was over. Even though he dominated the fight, he won the fight to go 3-0. Kevin Morris was just exhausted from the amount of strikes he did to Sean Huffman's head and body. So that was a unanimous decision. The fights were fantastic. They'll only go up from here. The experiment that Global Proving Ground did with the local the promoter Tommy Tran and his Midwest Ultimate Cage Fights was the infusion of 2 organizations working together. A big success for the very first Global Proving Ground fight.
When a call for a medic went out, Alan left a covered position to render aid. That was when he was hit.
The bullet struck him on the right side between his body armor.
Say a prayer for peace.
Alan was one of the first wounded warriors to come out of Iraq in 2003. I'm Trace Atkins, and I want to tell you about Wounded Warrior Project and how they helped this brave young man and his family.
There was life in his eyes, but everything else was non-responsive.
The doctors anticipated that Alan would be bedridden and need to be spoon-fed for the rest of his life.
The job of helping wounded warriors rebuild their lives is massive and growing every day. Your gift of just $19 a month will help wounded warriors like Alan who refuse to give up.
I'm in the fields of Vietnam, the mountains of Afghanistan.
Alan earned the Purple Heart and the Bronze Star for his actions on the battlefield. He is a true American hero, but Alan became my hero for the battle he fought day after day after day to get his life back.
Your call today and a gift of $19 a month can help provide our wounded warriors with desperately needed programs and services through Wounded Warrior Project.
I would encourage you to donate to the Wounded Warrior Project.
It's going to take a lot of us for a long time to help these young men and women.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month and you'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
Wounded Warrior Project, all I can really say is thank you. Thank you for being there and giving me something to achieve.
Say a prayer for peace.
The MMA and Sports Extreme Network. Multiple channels of combat, strength, and physique sports. Pay-per-view and weekly shows that will keep you on the edge of your seat. MMASportsExtreme.com for a TV network that knows what you want to watch and gets it to you wherever you are, 24 hours a day. On your computer, smartphone, tablet, and more. MSXN, the future is now. Go to MMASportsExtreme.com.
Imagine you had one little box, and in it was endless entertainment, like your favorite TV shows, or exactly the movie you're in the mood for, whatever that mood might be. And what if this same little box also put thousands of other choices at your fingertips, like music, news, even live sports, all on demand. This little box pours on the fun for the entire family, even the birds. Stop dreaming, start streaming. Get Roku. Tons of entertainment, one little box.
As always, the MMA and Sports Extreme Show cares about your training, your fitness, your health level. We've got another episode of Training Academy.
Hey, welcome back again, guys. I'm celebrity trainer Hesh Donnerstag for the Training Academy. This is my partner, Josh Tantillo, coming to you live from New Jersey in Train Studios. You can find us at trainstudios.com. I'm going to show you the hottest MMA rope move in the world. It's called the Warrior or the Grappler's Toss. It uses your whole body. It works everything from head to foot. Let Josh show you how it's done. Go. Pivoting on the outside foot. Turning, pulling, throwing, slamming. This is how we do it, side to side, using the obliques, using that serratus, using that rectus abdominis. 3, 2, and 1. That's how it's done, MMA. This is Josh Tantillo. I'm celebrity trainer Hesh Donnerstag for the Training Academy.
As you noticed inside the Global Proving Ground cage in Branson, Missouri, there was a logo called Warrior Island. We've covered Warrior Island throughout this season. It's a brand new reality television show where 16 of the world's fighters, being voted on by you, the fans, get to go and train with Helson Gracie, Ron Van Cleef, Dan Severn, and Masters of the World in an interactive reality TV show to fight for a big prize. They're going to train in a Pacific island. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go to the globalprovingground.com YouTube page. Subscribe to that page. Then the 16 fighters that you like best of those videos there, you click like. Those 16 fighters will go to Global Proving Grounds Warrior Island in 2013. Also, 4 alternates will go. So if your favorite fighter is real close, keep viewing that video. keep sending that on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, because the 4 alternates will be chosen by the 4 videos that are viewed the most that weren't voted in the top 16. So to review that for you so you understand, you have your top 16, which are voted on by the likes. So subscribe and like. So if you like James McSweeney or Michael Misch or Mike the Hype Curry or any of those great fighters, make sure you click like. The top 16 liked fighters that are qualify and go to Warrior Island. The next 4 that were voted on or viewed the most that weren't in the top 16 will also get to go as alternates. So it's a great opportunity. The goal of Warrior Island is to film 2 seasons a year on different islands and different fighters. The great news here is fighters, get your video uploaded. Use your cell phone, use your own video camera. It's very simple to do, just like any other YouTube video. Make yourself a 2-minute video, put it up on the site, subscribe to the YouTube channel, upload the video, and then have people subscribe and like it. Fighters, don't worry. If you're not one of the 16 fighters picked for season 1 of Global Proving Grounds Warrior Island, your video stays intact and your votes stay intact. This is a great opportunity for you to promote yourself, to get more fans, to help build your career. So get your video uploaded with your cell phone or your video camera, get it onto YouTube. 2 minutes, 2 minutes max, your name, your fighting style, give some respect to your coach, your gym. Make sure you tell fans why they need to vote for you. Make sure you get interactive. Post your video on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. This is a great opportunity for you to build your career, and you're never penalized. If you don't make a season, your video stays, you keep building your career. It's Warrior Island. Go to globalprovingground.com. Get all the information by clicking on the Fighter tab. It'll show you how to upload your video and all the requirements. It's a great opportunity. Thank you.
The Irish Brick Bricker, fight out of Paragould, Arkansas. My trainer is Master Max Bishop. He trained with Gokor Chivichian and Gene LaBelle. And my style is mixed martial arts. I'm 30 years old, and if you vote for me on Warrior Island, I'll show you what a real warrior is. To me, a warrior is someone that just keeps fighting, win or loss. I spent 6 months in Iraq. And I learned real quick what it takes to be a warrior, because I got blew up myself 12 times, lost vision in my left eye, I'm deaf in my right ear, had to have shoulder surgery, severe TBI and PTSD, and I had to basically learn how to walk and talk again when I got back into the States. And so for me, I had to really keep fighting, and that was 5 years ago. And since then, I've came a long way, and doctors told me I wouldn't be able to even box again, and now here I am fighting full contact and ready to show America what a true warrior is. And I hope you vote for me on Warrior Island, and I'll be sure to show you.
Global Proving Grounds Warrior Island has had great casting calls. They had one recently in St. Thomas last weekend, and then they have ones coming up in Arizona as well as in St. Louis, Missouri. So go to the website, globalprovingground.com. Sign up for the Facebook fan page by clicking like on the fan page, and you'll get all the updates of upcoming casting calls. So if you're a fighter, if you're a manager, if you're a gym owner, get involved. All you need is a video camera or a phone that takes video, and follow the protocol that's on the website at globalprovingground.com. It's easy, it's quick, it can build your career.
From Iraq and Afghanistan, our brave warriors are coming home, wounded. Some with wounds you can see, some with wounds you can't see. Wounded Warrior Project was created to support our men and women coming off the battlefield. Please help carry these warriors the rest of the way home. Get involved at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Now you don't have to choose between getting great abs and getting things done. The Flex Belt saves you time because it works all your abs at the same time.
Doesn't matter if you're a celebrity, an athlete, executive, or busy mom. Everybody's looking for the secret to tight abs and a strong, sexy core. And when you're busy, take help when you can get it. That's what the Flex Belt will do for you.
Get more tone, get stronger, and be more confident. Go to theflexbelt.com or to yours right now and get results you can see and feel in just weeks.
Are you looking for the extra edge in your training? Have you pushed yourself as far as you can? I can push you harder than you've ever worked out before. You will improve your striking power. I will make you stronger. We will increase your muscle mass. I am James, your personal trainer, and I will help you. With over 25 years of experience and a master's degree in exercise physiology, I will help you reach the next level with the correct nutrition, training, and proper mental awareness. Go to jamesyourpersonaltrainer.com or call 609-923-2663. Thanks for joining us inside our cage at the MMA and Sports Extreme show. Thank you to Global Proving Ground for having the show out to cover their event in Branson, Missouri. Thanks to our production team and everyone that makes it happen. See you next week.